Hello everybody, this is episode 12 of Silver Wynn's Magical Diary. Let's continue. So Ellen gets up on Saturday morning and does a bunch of stuff, okay? Oh, she comes back. I have bad news. There's a blizzard, so all the vans to the mall are cancelled. But what about Secret Santa? We need a shop. I don't know, maybe they'll cancel it. They didn't tell me. Since I can't go out, what should I do today? Just relax. With nothing else to do, I decide to wander around the school and unwind. Maybe I'll find someone else playing a game and be able to join in. So I walk. What was that? Did somebody just run past me? I tilt my head back and listen for the sounds of footsteps. That way. Big Steve is standing in front of Isabel's door. He's not doing anything, just standing there. He shakes his head, then takes off running again. What is going on here? I decide to jog along after him. What are you doing?
Chasing.
Chasing what?
The ball.
What ball? I cast a quick tree sight spell just to be sure, but I don't see anything. Suddenly he bends his knees and tumbles along the hall in a forward somersault, landing in a crouch. He whips his head back and forth, looking both directions, then takes off running again, even faster than before. I speed up and... oh no, not again!
It would appear, Miss Wynn, that you are a slow learner. 10 demerits for running in the halls and risking injury to others.
That is completely unfair. Yes, sir. Why does this keep happening to me?
Silver, believe me, I understand. I had this problem with a disciplinary person in high school. Although I wasn't a bad-tempered person, she caught me at the wrong time, pretty much all the time. Anyway.
Late in the evening, I run into Donald in the halls.
Hey, Silver, wanna go out?
What? That's awfully sudden.
Outside.
Oh.
Luke and I were going to build a snowman, but he didn't want to get his fingers dirty.
The snow isn't dirty.
No.
Okay, I'll come.
Great.
It's dark and cold, and most of the students are safely tucked away in their little dorm rooms. They're missing out. The air is crisp and clean and still, all sound but our own muffled under a thick blanket of snow. The clouds have parted to let in the moonlight, although the occasional although the occasional flake still wanders by in search of a place to rest.
Come on, over here. I don't want to pull up a patch too close or it'll spoil the view.
We work together to roll up large balls of snow, leaving the grass bare underneath, and stack them together, then jam in sticks for arms. What do we use for the face?
I raided the kitchen for vegetables.
He pulls out a container containing a medium-length carrot, a cherry tomato, and 2 dark lumps I can't identify. What are those?
Beets. They're for the eyes.
I dig out little holes with my fingers, and Donald pushes the vegetables into place.
There we go.
Cool. I heard there was a lot of snow at your place over Thanksgiving. Didn't you get to make a snowman then?
Yeah, well, my family was there then.
So?
If I made a snowman, Urchin would probably just knock it down.
She wouldn't.
No, she'd assume it was some kind of booby trap. She'd get somebody else to knock it down for her.
Well, she got a point there. You might build a prank snowman.
Maybe.
Why are you always playing tricks on her?
Because if I didn't, my family would forget I exist.
That can't be true.
All my life, I've been pushed out of the way. William's Mr. Cole, even when he screws up. He's done much worse than I have, and it doesn't matter anyone, and it doesn't bother anyone. Everyone's proud of him. And Virginia? Oh, my very first memories are of my mother giving her presents and telling me not to touch them, or her. Anytime she'd even bump her knee, Mom and Dad would drop everything and come running. Half the time I got blamed even if I wasn't anywhere near her. Nothing was ever her fault, and once she figured that out, she could do whatever she wanted and leave me to get the scolding. She's lazy, she's spoiled, she's not smart, and she never was going to get anywhere near the Olympics. She wasn't even state ranked. There's nothing special about her. I think that's a bit harsh. The only reason she didn't cause more trouble than she did... was that our parents practically followed her around waiting on her. But when I ran away from home, they didn't even notice. Really? Well, not for a few hours anyway. Anyway, William, the successful eldest son, urchins the baby, and I'm the troublemaker. It's better than nothing. Besides, it's fun going around figuring out how much trouble I can get into and still get myself out of it. Gives me a challenge. I like his idea of that. Just like what you just said in this sentence. That is I kind of share the same idea about life. Although obviously not going and getting in trouble. Life is a challenge. Challenges are fun, so therefore life is fun. He turns to fondly regard our creation. All of a sudden he burst out laughing. Look, Silver. I peer at the snowman's face in shock. Juices from the eyepiece have leaked into the snow, leaving amorphous trails of reddish purple through the flesh of the snowman's head. It's bleeding. It's a zombie snowman. Well, that certainly makes this a night to remember. Let's see, diary. Secret Santa, Rise and Shine, Running Circles, and Zombie Snowman. So let's actually inventory. We don't have anything else. Let's go into next week. Hail, choir of angels. Choir? I suppose it's seasonally appropriate, but still. I know you are all disappointed that this weekend's weather prevented the usual shopping trips. So I've decided on a little change to this year's Secret Santa event. Something to show everyone the triumph of imagination and goodwill over money. Something to use your creative minds. And your hands. We're going to make presents. We're going to make Christmas cards. Close enough. I brought in construction paper, glue, glitter, crayons, scissors, and a collection of expired magazines. You can cut out pictures of things you think your person would like to have or be. Isn't it the thought that counts? And to help nurture your feelings of creativity and fun, all classes today are cancelled. And I'm bringing pizza in for lunch. Enjoy! Aren't we a little bit old for collages? Whatever that's pronounced as. I suppose it's an okay way to spend a day. Once. Alright, so I need to make a giant card. What colour should be the backing paper? So this is for Ellen. Let's see, Ellen. Ellen is an intellectual, I suppose. Let's see, what is an intellectual colour? Let's go deep purple. A nice dark purple. It's not the colour people would expect for a Christmas card, and that makes it more interesting. Then comes the question of what to decorate it with. It's for Ellen, so it ought to have... fairies, frogs, rock stars, cakes, jewelry, warriors. So either fairies or frogs. Let's go for fairies. Why do I do this? Because we're both wild seed and new to the whole magic thing. Yeah. Fairies and unicorns and beautiful magical things. Isn't that what this world is all about? Alright, so I cut that there and put some glue here and sprinkle that glitter there. Half of it ends up on my robe, of course, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being sparkly. Well, unless you're, like... I need to be careful of what I say. I'm going to say it as long as you're not a guy, but I know there's a certain contingent of guys who actually enjoy being sparkly. For girls, it's a completely different matter. All girls think it's okay to be sparkly. Well, probably apart from, you know, Virginia. But this isn't for Virginia. This is sort of fun. All around me, the gym is filled with witches and wizards, busily cutting and pasting. There's going to be such a mess to clean up later. I wonder which of them is making something for me. Once all the cards have been made and the pizzas cleared away, it's time to deliver our creations. I find Ellen and hand her my card. Merry Christmas. Oh, it's cute. Really? How cute. Cute. Oh, I think it must have been the fairies. I love all the sparkly bits. Then Virginia approaches me with a card. I knew Potsdam rigged the draw somehow. Merry Christmas. It's a cowgirl. A brave, daring, adventurous horse girl on an expedition to the Wild West. You've never been, right? Imagine exploring lost canyons and looking for mysterious cities of gold. Cool. Today, I need to decide on what I'm doing for the rest of the week, since yesterday turned into a crafting party. So we don't have a Monday. Let's go for gym twice, and then let's go for... let's go for some red magic. We need to learn some red magic. So we've succeeded in our gym classes, and our red magic class, and we learnt breeze. Move air around the caster's current square, creating a gentle breeze, and push object. Shove a target one square in the direction indicated by the caster. In that puzzle with the bridge and the abyss, this would have been what most people would have gone for, because it's one of the earliest red magic spells that you can obtain. So, the chorale concert is tonight. Shall we go? Ellen's singing, right? Yeah, but so is Donald. Is it free? Yeah, it's just a school thing, so there's no other tickets to buy. We should be there to support Ellen. Okay. The concert is held in the gym. Excuse me while I clear my voice. Wow, okay. Anyway. The concert is held in the gym. The chorale members parade in carrying candles and then stand on the stage holding hands while they sing. They do some Christmas carols, but also plenty of songs I'd never heard. And afterwards, there are free refreshments which makes Virginia happy. So we learnt more red magic, we learnt warm. Adds heat to the caster's current square, raising the temperature slightly. And so, my first semester of witchery school comes to a close. Wow, it's already the 20th of December. Professor Potsdam has called us all together for a final blessing, before we go back to our parents for the holidays. Hello, my young students. The tradition of Christmas is one of giving and sharing. Most of you who are returning to your homes will be exchanging gifts and spending time with your friends and family. But while you are gone, do not forget who you are. Do not forget all that you share with your brothers and sisters in magic. While I have a special gift for you. A tangle of magic sweeps over us, leaving no visible change in its path. Think of those that you care about. Think of a person who matters to you. If the person you choose is thinking of you as well, you'll feel that connection, that affection being shared. I'll leave you to your thoughts. I think of someone I care about. Well, that's easy. I think about my parents. I know I love them and they love me, but nothing seems to happen. Didn't Professor Potsdam say I would feel something? It must just be because they're not thinking about me at this exact moment. Why would they? They didn't know we were going to cast a spell like this. They wouldn't have been prepared, that's all. Is there anyone thinking about me? So we can still think about... Well, we can think about Ellen, Virginia, Damien, Donald, Professor Grabner, or no one. Well, we're not going to think about Professor Grabner, that's just a little bit weird. And we're not going to think about no one, because that's a little bit egocentric. Although, I will be fair with you, it has a funny scene immediately afterwards. Once I have done this playthrough, I'm going to do several other playthroughs, and I'm going to pick different options here. This is where the first major option in the game comes in. So, this episode is getting to about the normal length. So, let's go for the person who I have been planning on going for quite a while. In fact, since I started this Let's Play. I am going to go for... You know what? I'll have you guys try and guess who it is. I'll give you, say, let's see. I'll give you 10 seconds. So, scroll down, write a comment in the comment section, and say who you think is going to be the person who I am going to choose.
I'll give you 10 seconds as of now. Okay, so that is it. So I very much look forward to seeing whoever actually writes in the comments for one, because I know I haven't really been, as of this point I haven't really been doing the networking thing, so these videos only a few people are actually seeing, and those are actually, well, my friends, but, once this episode gets out there and more people see it, I want to see what your guys' choices are, or things. So, right now, I am actually going to choose... I'm not going to choose Ellen. I'm not going to choose Donald. I'm not going to choose Professor Grabner, that's just insane. So it's either between Damien or Virginia. So, I am going to not choose Damien because he's an absolute jerk, and I'm not going to choose myself, so... Virginia's my roommate. We're together all the time. We must share a connection. I think of Virginia laughing like she often is. My mind reaches out into the distance and feels someone else reaching back for me. Like two hands meeting in the dark. She's thinking of me. Professor Potsdam climbs back onto the stage and claps her hands. Have a happy Christmas, everyone. We'll see you in 2 weeks.